Hi folks, Job Comics here, looking at a rather unusual take on a classic X-Men story. This is an extended cut variant edition number one of two issues, and this two-issue series reprinted the classic Chris Claremont, Brent Eric Anderson graphic novel that was called God Loves, Man Kills. So what they did here, this was a graphic novel that had came out. I think it's still readily available. I think you can pick it up. This is in 2020, and Marvel decided that they were going to reprint that graphic novel, but not just in another graphic novel format. They broke it down into two different issues one and issue two. They put out, there's the indicia, they put out a whole whack of variant covers, as you can tell, and they added to it, which is quite unusual. So they actually took the original storyline, but Chris Claremont did new work on it, and there was new art on it as well. So that's quite unusual, and I think these first few pages here, they're all new, yeah, and I'm pretty sure this is where the graphic novel started. It is a classic story, and it is well loved within the X community, and it is, of course, all about the treatment of mutants, which is an analogy for any underrepresented group of outsiders at that time. So controversial and brilliant at the same time. I think the reason that they had originally put it out as a graphic novel was because Claremont wanted to tell a much more mature story reflecting on the issues and taking the X-Men into sort of more mature territory, which was quite brave at the time. But they decided that they couldn't release it in a normal format. So, I mean, you can see it's quite shocking what goes on in this, yeah. And they put it in a graphic novel, and then the graphic novel did super well and just added to the popularity. Wolverine's costume added to the popularity of the X titles at that time. So this reprint here in 2020 takes what they had already done and expands on it. So it gives more depth, more background. There's more character building. There's more lore, and it's so unusual. I remember classic X-Men, and what classic X-Men comic, it ran for ages, would do was they would reprint an old issue of X-Men, and in the back there would be a backup by a new creative team, usually Claremont writing it, but it would flesh out what you had just read in the reprint. And I think this is where the idea for this had came from as well. Take old material and then rebuild it. So luckily at the back here, there's lots of text. So it's legendary X-writer Chris Claremont joins Marvel's Jess Harrow to discuss the seminal graphic novels almost 40 years after its publication, and reuniting with artist Brent Anderson for this extended cuts new framing sequence. So you can tell that this was quite a big deal in 2020 when it came out. I'm sure X fans must have loved it. Now I must be, although I've got a good run of classic X-Men stuff, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. I love that Byrne Claremont run, and I love some of the stuff they did in that. But see, once we get by that, I'm not a great fan. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I don't read X-Men anymore. In fact, I don't read very much anymore because I am so old. But and even the old Ditko Kirby stuff, I was never that taken by it. There's certain great issues, of course, there is. I mean, Tales, Days of Future Past and all this kind of stuff, just phenomenal. But but this two-part thing is like a microcosm of X-Men. If you see these extended cuts, you know, really, really cheap. There's two of them. You can pick the covers that you like and grab them. It's a great read. It's really well put together. It's got a very mature audience feel to it, and for me, it's Claremont really taking the lead on X-Men and putting them right at the top of Marvel's output from that time, and it's great to see it redone with some new stuff in it as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed looking at that. If you did, why don't you subscribe to the channel? Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. Remember to comment down below if you've never seen this and you want more info on it, or you want a look at the issue too. I think I've got it somewhere. Just let me know, and I'll catch you all on the next one.